Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. I'm Rose, and today I'm back with another Create a Sim video. So I got the idea for this video from another YouTuber. I really cannot remember their name right now. I'll have to find it and then I'll put it in the description box. But I came across this idea and I thought it was really cool actually because, you know, I use CC all the time. And I honestly haven't made a sim without CC in a long time. So today I'm making a sim without CC, and then I'm going to come back and make them with CC. So first I'm obviously making the sim, just the base sim, getting her ready to go. And then I, you know, dress her, makeup, hair, all that stuff with no CC. And then I'm gonna come back right after that, and then I come back in and I CC her up, make her, you know, what I would normally do. I did a little bit different, like, I guess, style with this sim as far as like with the CC. I don't know, I've tried something different and I really liked it. I don't usually do really like bright, crazy colors and patterns and stuff like that. But I kind of, you know, stepped out of my, I guess, regular rut that I am in, or I guess that I typically kind of do with my sims. I tend to stay more like, I don't know what you would say, like more casual and more just like comfortable, cute, you know. I don't really do a whole lot of, I don't know what you would say, like more stylized looks, I guess. But I really like how this sim turns out. I feel like I've really gotten into a groove with how my sims look, or at least like, I don't know, how I make my sims, and I'm really trying to really make them look unique and different. And I feel like I'm really doing that, and I feel like I'm achieving my goal of trying to make more sims and also really make different looking sims. I don't know, and I'm really enjoying making them. Making sims is very therapeutic for me. Like, I just sit down at my computer and I throw on, you know, some music, and I just start recording and start making sims. I'll spend just hours sitting here just making a sim, blaring my music. I'm sure my husband doesn't appreciate it, but I just enjoy it. It's very fun. I had a hard time with her hair though, honestly. Like, oh, and by the way, when I took out my CC, my cast mods are in my Create a Sim folder. So when I took out my CC, all of my mods for cast went away too. So I didn't have my like multiple columns in cast mod. That was a struggle. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I can't see anything. What the heck is this? I haven't done that in so long. It was not fun. It was not fun. But you know, we made it through. We made it. The only thing that I had in my game right now are my defaults. So like I have my default eyes, which comes with like the heterochromia. So there's like, you'll see me put it on her. I already did, but you'll see me put it on her. It was just like a CC like left eye color so that she has two different colored eyes. That's the only, like, I guess, CC, if you will, that is on the CC free sim. I just said CC a lot. Custom content. The custom content free sim has the heterochromia CC. So that's the only thing that's on her. So if you download her, she'll just have green eyes. You know, she just won't have the one brown eye. But other than that, no more custom content is on her. Obviously, I used my sliders and things to make her, so that will probably try to say there's CC on her. I'm not really sure. I would have to check the gallery. Like when I upload her, I'll have to check and see if it says she has custom content on her, because if it does, it's just because of the sliders that I use to manipulate their body and their face and their features, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize that I needed all of those sliders until I tried them, and I was like, wow. Like, I thought The Sims 4 had really intuitive like customization for the Sims, which it does. Compared to the older games, like, it completely does. It has great like unique, you can adjust so many different things in so many different ways. But the custom content sliders that these people make, like custom content creators, mod creators, all of that, they are so creative, and they are just it blows my mind. I want to make things, but I don't know how. I'm not talented enough for that. I mean, like, I would love to start making my own poses and different things like that, but I don't know how. And like, I'm gonna look up some videos, but at the same time, I'm just kind of lost. It's a lot, you know, and I obviously, once I learned and I started doing it, I'd probably get better at it, but it's just a little intimidating as a start, you know. But yes, so she'll probably show up on under CC on the gallery because of the sliders and also the heterochromia eye color. But other than that, all of her makeup, her hair, her skin details, her clothes, shoes, just all of that, even her nails and everything like that is in-game items as far as like the first version of her. But like I was saying a minute ago, I had a hard time with her hair. I don't know. I felt like I don't know. I felt like a lot of hairs didn't look good on her. And then there was a lot of hairs that did look good on her, but I didn't know where I wanted to go with it. And I came back to the hair she has on right now a few times. And then I finally was like, you know what? That's the one. That one I keep coming back to. I keep clicking on it again. That's the one, you know? So in her CC version, her custom content version of her, I used a edit of that hair. So it's a CC hair, but it's just that hair that they changed. And I gave her like a shorter version of it. It's so pretty. So I really like that. I really like this shorter version. It looks really good on her. And I think it goes with her, like, I don't know what style. The custom content version of her, I'm so bad with like naming a style, being like, oh yeah, this is this, or words aren't working today. Words aren't working. I'm sorry. I just can't name styles is what I'm trying to say. Like, I couldn't like look at a person's outfit and be like, oh yeah, this is this style of clothing, you know. I know my style is comfortable oversized t-shirts and sweatpants. Okay, that's my style. That's that's pretty much it. So I don't really have like I'm not a fashionista person, if you will. I like makeup. I'm good at makeup. You know, I can do my makeup and my hair. Fashion? I mean, like, I can dress up and look nice, but I don't really have like the super fashionable clothing because my body type just don't really work for that. And that's okay. I'm not really worried about it. I don't really care to be in the fashion spotlight. My Sims can be fashionable, and that's really all I care about, you know? If my Sims look good and my makeup looks good, then it's a good day. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm almost done with the first version of her. And you know what? I've never used these cold weather pants. Like, I'm not even kidding. One thing in like the game itself that is really lacking is I feel like cold weather stuff, like just clothing in general for cold weather outfits, is really lacking. Even I have every pack, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. I have every single pack to The Sims 4, like everyone. So the fact that cold weather still is so lacking is crazy to me. And I mean, I guess I understand because, you know, cold weather and hot weather outfits didn't come into the game until seasons. So if you don't have seasons, there's no reason for you to have really warm stuff, I guess, or really cold stuff. But at the same time, it's like for people that do, like myself, I want more options. Okay, I'm tired of my Sims wearing the same pants and the same jackets every single time it's cold. That's where CC helps out a lot, you know? Okay, so I'm so excited. We're getting into custom content version right now. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you because I didn't notice until I was like halfway into making her over that I accidentally took off her heterochromia eye color when I was doing all of her skin details. I didn't even notice. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even notice until I was like probably a few outfits in and I was like, wait a second, she doesn't have two different color eyes. And then I had to go back and fix it. And so I do that. So don't worry. I'm sure that when I get to that point, you guys are going to be like screaming at me and be like, you took off her, you know, heterochromia. I put it back. I put it back. Just bear with me. Just it's a process. Okay. It's a process. And like I said, I spent hours doing this the other day and I had so much fun. I loved this challenge. I want to do this challenge with like every like I want to do, like, I obviously I did a female here. I want to do a male. I want to do like a teen, a child, a kid, like a toddler or whatever. I want to do that with all of the ages, maybe, and like genders, obviously, and do it with and without, because I really like this challenge. It was really fun. I don't, like I said, I don't really make Sims without CC nowadays. I mean, they might like not have a whole lot of clothing CC, but as far as skin details and hair and eyebrows, eyelashes, my Sims always have that stuff. I cannot have a Sim that if I don't have eyelashes and skin details for them. So, you know, it was really fun to step out of my comfort zone as far as nowadays and try to make a Sim without anything. It was really interesting to see what I came up with, and I really love her. I mean, she is absolutely gorgeous, and I do think she looks really unique. I'm thinking about like the most recent Sims that I've made. I've made, you know, her. I've made a spellcaster, a vampire. I made my not so berry Sim, and then I've made like a spouse for her, and then their parents, both of their parents and stuff. So I've made quite a few Sims recently, and I really want to like get, you know, a picture of all of them and kind of put it in a collage and see if they all look different, you know, because I feel like sometimes you can get like the same face syndrome with your Sims and you don't realize, but they all look the same, but you think they look different. And I've not ever lined them all up together and actually looked and seen how different they look. Oh, and also I made Aspen and Fern for my werewolf Let's Play. I've made a lot of Sims recently. Wow. But okay, so I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to post it on Twitter. Also, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I'm very active on Twitter. So my Twitter is the same as my YouTube. All of my socials are the same, just asixteenthrose, nothing, no numbers, no nothing, just asixteenthrose. So everything is the same. If you guys want to check me out on Twitter, I'm very active over there, and that's kind of where you'll hear about things before anything else. But yes, we're getting into her outfits. And like I said, I went a little bit different than I usually do. Now, my last Sim, I used some oranges and stuff too, but more of like the darker oranges, the burnt orange, the more red orange. Whereas like this Sim, I used very bright orange, pink, you know, stuff like that. And I absolutely love her. She's so cool. It's like one of my favorite Sims, and I say that about all of my Sims. I really do. But I'm not just saying that. Like every time I make a new Sim, that becomes my new favorite Sim because they're just so cool. And I spend so much time and effort and just put all of my heart and soul into making my Sims. And I hope that shows because I really enjoy making them. I really do. But yeah, I think she's so cool. Like the CC version of her, I love her makeup. I really like put the bright orange eyeshadow and just, she's so cool. But I'm trying to remember, did I put the heterochromia back on? I didn't even realize. Zoom back in. Past me. Zoom back in. I'm trying to see her eyes. I don't know if I put it back on yet. I don't think I have yet. I'm not even kidding. I think I went through like a bunch of time. I was really into her outfits, and then I was like, oh wait, she has one eye. She has an eye color missing, you know? Yeah, look at that dress. Isn't that dress beautiful? Oh, see right there, it's I haven't put it back on her yet, and I haven't noticed yet. I didn't notice forever, man. Oh gosh. But yes, this hair right here, oh, isn't it beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? It's literally just like a shorter version of her other hair. It's like her in a different time, you know? Like I'm thinking that the first version of her, the CC free version of her, was like her in high school, you know? She wasn't really into makeup that much. She wasn't really into fashion. She didn't really do, you know, anything crazy with her hair. She just kind of had it the way it is. And then she grows up a little bit, and then she really gets into fashion, and she really gets into, she wants the bright colors and the makeup, and she would cut her hair off, and she just goes through a whole like identity like change. And I really like that storyline for her. Oh, and by the way, we are in activewear, and I still haven't put her heterochromia back on. I'm pretty sure it's like party wear or something that I put it back on. I don't really know, but I made her a goofball, a geek, and a slob. And I'm thinking that if I was to play with this Sim, I really kind of like the idea of starting to do almost like a personality change with my Sims. So like when they're younger, you know, they might be a geek and they might be a loner and, you know, they might be jealous or something like that because they had a boyfriend that gave them trust issues. So they're a little jealous. And then, you know, they're kind of a loner. They don't really like people. But as they grow up, I kind of like the idea of changing their traits as their story progresses. And so maybe when she gets older, she finds a great man that, you know, restores her trust and her faith in relationships. So she's no longer jealous. Now she's, you know, romantic or something. And then say, you know, as she gets older, she finds a friend group that she really loves and she loves to go out with them. And so she's no longer a loner and now she's outgoing, you know, different things like that. I kind of really like the idea of changing their story and like along with that, their traits and their because you can change their aspiration throughout their life, because if they finish an aspiration, then you can change it and they might change direction of what they want to do. So I really like the idea of doing that with their traits. I haven't really done that actively in gameplay yet, but I'm really interested in doing it. And I think I might end up doing that in my werewolves Let's Play with Aspen. Like, she's a loner, and I think that as she finds herself and her pack, and once she becomes alpha and, you know, finds the love of her life and has a family, I feel like she's really gonna, like, her personality will change, if that makes sense. So yeah. And I don't know, it's just kind of ideas that are stirring in my brain, and I like that idea. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I've really changed up my focus on my gameplay. Like, I've really wanted to slow it down and really focus on my Sim story and who they are and build their character. And that's kind of where I was talking about, like, the trait change, because I think that really makes sense. Because in real life, you know, you could be a loner or, you know, quiet when you're younger, and then as you grow up, you might be more outspoken and you change. You know, everybody changes. So the fact that your Sims don't change like that kind of, you know, isn't realistic. And if I wanted to have it be a little bit more realistic, I really like that idea. But anyways, guys, we're getting to the end of the video, and I hope you guys really like her. She is on the gallery. I put them on the gallery together. I put her CC free version and her custom content version on the gallery together. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna upload them separately, but I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
Thank you.